In the thick rainforest belt of Delta State, hidden beyond winding red earth paths and tall Iroko trees, lay Uguimiri, a quiet community where the night carried more secrets than the day. The people of Uguimiri believed strongly in omens, ancestral warnings, and the power of spoken words. It was there that the story of Mama Nsofo, the wicked witch, became a whisper that refused to die. Mama Nsofo was once admired. She was a respected herbalist, known for helping barren women conceive and sick children recover. Her hut stood at the edge of the village, close enough to be reached, but far enough to be feared. People brought her palm oil, yams, and fowls in gratitude, but no one knew that something dark had already taken root in her heart. As years passed, Mama Nsofo gave birth to many children, strong, healthy sons and daughters. The village rejoiced for her, calling her blessed. Yet, with every childbirth, her eyes grew colder, her laughter rarer. At night, strange cries echoed from her hut, cries that sounded like children calling for help and wind answering back. One by one, her children disappeared. At first, Mama Nsofo claimed illness. Then, she claimed they were sent to live with relatives in faraway villages. But mothers noticed that no burial was ever held, no visitor ever returned with news. Dogs refused to go near her compound. Birds never perched on her roof. The elders called meetings. Diviners were consulted. Sacrifices were made. But each time they tried to confront Mama Nsofo, misfortune followed. Sudden sickness, madness, unexplained deaths. Fear sealed the people's mouths. The truth, however, could not remain buried forever. One night, Adama, a young maiden fetching water late, saw Mama Nsofo under the moonlight, her body bent unnaturally, her mouth smeared with blood, chanting in a language older than the village itself. From the shadows, Adama saw the small shape of a child, her last born, before it vanished into Mama Nsofo's grasp. Adama ran and never spoke again, her mind shattered by what she had seen. Uguimiri fell into mourning and terror. Women prayed louder, men avoided the forest, children were never left alone, yet no one could stop the witch. Until the day Obina arrived. Obina was a traveler from the northern banks of the Niger River, known across communities as the community savior, a man guided by ancestral spirits, carrying no weapon but truth and courage. He came quietly, listening more than speaking. The land itself seemed to recognize him. The wind softened when he walked, and dogs followed him without barking. When Obina heard the story of Mama Nsofo, he did not flinch. He said, "The evil that feeds on its own blood can only be destroyed when exposed to the light of all." On the night of the new moon, Obina stood before Mama Nsofo's hut. He called her name, not in anger, but in command. The earth trembled. The witch emerged, her form shifting, her eyes glowing with hunger and rage. She laughed, boasting of her power and how she grew stronger with every child she devoured. But Obina raised his staff and spoke the names of the children she had eaten. With each name, Mama Nsofo screamed. The spirits of the children rose like mist, surrounding her, their voices no longer silent. The witch's power began to collapse under the weight of her crimes. The forest roared, the ground split open. By dawn, Mama Nsofo was gone, swallowed by the earth she had defiled. Her hut crumbled into dust. Where it once stood, only ash and silence remained. Uguimiri was freed. The people rebuilt their lives, and children's laughter returned to the village paths. Obina left before he could be celebrated, disappearing as quietly as he came. But till today, elders warn, when love turns to hunger, even a mother can become a monster. And in Uguimiri, no child ever walks alone at night.